Beat Matt Batrep.
Heading into round 4, which is pretty much going to be our final round here, that just trying to basically escape. The first thing he does is he gains initiative, and he shunts away the cruiser, getting the prize, getting double victory points for that. And so now I'm going to try to ram his battleship. This is kind of getting desperate here. I have to roll a 1, and I don't. So the heavy cruiser is going to spend his whole turn moving up half speed in a forward direction. And then my other cruiser is just going to circle around him and try to inflict damage. This is kind of where I'm getting very desperate to try to maybe get a critical hit off against the battleship, and if I get a critical, then maybe I'll roll a double 1 or a double 6. And if that happens and it blows up, and I would probably win the game because that's a lot of victory points, or I might at least draw the game, which of course doesn't look like what I'm going to be doing. Well, there's a good hit right there, but still only managed to do a bit of damage. That was actually against the cruiser. So I destroyed the cruiser, got another 65 points right there, and am just trying to do as much as I can. The mine gets set off with the battleship there, and this doesn't do a lot of damage, but there was the frigate nearby, and so the frigate does take 1 point of damage. And the battleship is there, it's just we took him off the spindle because he was in the way. So he's moving up, and now that he's back there, we'll just throw him back on. So the battleship has moved up, and he's just going to try to do as much damage as he can. Of course, he's a big lumbering hulk, so he's not able to just spin on the spot and shoot everything. But the turrets being 360 degrees sure helps him a lot, and be able to target pretty much whatever he wants. And getting to range band 2 allows him to do this. Roll tons of dice, finally finishes the heavy cruiser. There's another, I believe it's 80 points for him. Maybe it's 85, I think it's 80. And so obviously this is not looking good as he takes out another cruiser, all this with the battleship, and just dealing tons of damage. There's really not much left, as you can see. And so he even dealt a point of damage to the cruiser just to show who's boss. And so as you can see, there's really not much left for me to do. I'm going to try for some lucky hits, but my ships are so damaged that there isn't a lot of firepower left in them, as we are at this end point. And with his battleship still at full power, I am at his mercy as he just destroys whatever he pleases, whatever he decides to target. So I'm moving my cruisers, trying to get them out of firing range of his battleship, hoping to deny him some points, and managed to peg off his frigate, which was a small consolation prize considering how much damage he's managing to do with his battleship. And so he's approaching here with his other frigate just to do a bit of damage, and targets mine, takes a shot, rolls a 6, and doesn't do any damage to it. So I move up, and I'm going to hide behind the asteroids from the battleship, and then hope to take a good shot at his frigate and get a few more points out of it. So I'm opening up my broadsides, shooting with my port weapon. As you can see, he's range band 2, so it'll give me my best dice roll, and I get 3 hits, and he rolls a 5, and that's pretty much what we see here. So the end of round 4, you can see he has his battleship and a frigate left, although that frigate is damaged. He managed to use a shield to save it from dying. And I have 2 cruisers, both damaged, and a frigate. And so at this point it's 420 for the Terrans to 265, and it's not looking too good for us. So we are going to go into round 5, as you'll see in a second, but you can see as soon as that ship shunted away and he got the double victory points for it, that's really where the game turned and gave him the most points.
So essentially we're in the last round, but it's pretty much impossible for me to win because he's just beating me by so much. So what I'm going to do is we're only going to activate this one ship and take a shot, and I'm going to hope for a critical and then hope for a double 1 or a double 6.
Aaron, he's going now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like flying around you. I'll stop there. Well, I can drop it anywhere, Mike. I can drop it there. It's away from me. Ready? 2 shots. Nothing. Torpedoes. I had to roll like 6s galore, and you roll nothing. Whoa! Holy crap! Oh no! Okay, so that's 10 hits. That's enough for a critical, but you get 7-point defense.
I don't believe this.
All right.
Of course.
So we're kind of building up here. I rolled all those 6s.
That's ridiculous.
I got 10 hits on the battleship. That's enough for a critical. And so now he gets 7-point defense. So if he fails this miserably and I get a critical, I still have to roll a double 1 or a double 6 to win. But we will see what happens. So go ahead, roll your 7, whip it, whip it. Oh, there's 4 right there. So that already brings it down to 6. That's already not a critical. No, he's rolling all the 6s. Yeah, this is why we share dice.
That's right.
So the last thing is when he activates, that 4-point mine is going to go off. So this is my last chance.
Yep. From you too.
So that's 3 hits. No, that's it.
34.
We are done. So,
Very good game.
I hope that you enjoyed watching this battle reports, and congratulations to Roy. He wins the $25 in points. Hitched up. A little awkward. Look at it, smile. I'm going to do a little photo effect. There we are.
Awesome.
Ready. Back.
Oh!
This is Matthew from Mini Wargaming. Happy Wargaming.
Visit miniwargaming.com to see our videos 1 month early.